Yeah, so I already have a Pokemon Essentials game planned out after Pokemon Yellow. Oh, there's a switch. Nope. Okay. Reset. Oh wow, that was fast. Okay, so I think I read a guide that said there is no... It doesn't go diagonally. It only goes, like, adjacent. So, like, left, right, up, and down kind of thing. So, as I said, I already have a Pokemon Essentials thing planned. I had it planned right before, I think, Session 2 of Insurgence, I think. Because I think I planned out every main series game, minus ones that I want to do as sort of a side thing. I might do it for Gen 3. So I might go, like, Gen 3, the Pokemon Essentials game for that sort of section, and then after that we do these 3... Is it 3 or is it 2? I forget. Games, and then after that we go back into Pokemon Essentials, because there's a lot of Pokemon Essential games that I want to play. I feel like I am very interested in playing them. Yeah, because how many do I have saved up in storage right now, just waiting to be played? I have a decent chunk. I know some of them I got back, but only because, like, I might want to play them later on. I have 17 like saved up, and I think, yeah, because there's that one, which will be done after Yellow, and then after Crystal, because Crystal will probably be same thing as like Red, Blue, and Yellow. I'm gonna do the sort of the graphical overhauled one kind of thing last, because I think that that's more good for us kind of thing, because then we get to see like all the different changes kind of thing at the last sort of section. Then that will be that one, because I'm trying to keep... So I have actually 2 Pokemon Essential games that are actually really, really, like, difficult. When I say difficult, I know one of them is more difficult than the other one, but the other one was difficult because I didn't have a starter that was really good. Yeah, I don't need your item. Okay. So now that we got the 3rd badge, right? Did he actually... Does he still give us the badge? We don't... Okay, so yeah, so he did. Okay, good. Yeah, so I have 2 Pokemon Essential games that I'm still keeping track of the development for them, because they're supposed to have 1 update each. One of them might not be finished, but it'll be close to finished, and the other one is said to be finished at this version, so I'm really hoping that it actually gets finished. I'm just gonna run from this battle, I don't really care. There we go. So I think for the one that is close to be finished, I'm definitely gonna do that one first before the other one. Definitely, because they are at their testing phase. I think they said that they're close to being finished of testing it. Which is actually very nice, because I actually would really like to continue from where I left off with it, just to see like what is different about it, or what's new. I know I did a bunch of shenanigans with it, though. So that's fine. Hello. What are you doing? I do have Pokemon with me. Okay. Alright, well, I'm somebody's person, apparently. Nice. And then there was a one game that, like, there's a whole bunch of other ones that I have that are actually really nice. Some of these are sort of weird in their own little way. And a lot of these are sort of too short kind of thing. Like, they're, like, worth maybe not even a session. They're, like, more like a half a session normally for the first session kind of thing. So if you don't know, for the first session of any series, I try and put at least, or at most kind of thing, 10 videos for it. Because I find that that is a good start. And then later on, I try and keep it towards the 6 to 8 video ratio kind of thing. because I think that that's a good continuation, but very rarely when, or at least like it happened I think mostly to Borderlands 3, I had an issue where I needed videos really quick just to make up for the lack of having those types of videos, and I sort of had to rush to sort of get more videos out for that. So I decided to... Do I have any items that I can actually use, though? So I decided to use... what was the thing? I decided to actually do small little recording sessions like that. I might as well just get rid of Byte. Who really cares about Byte right now? Yeah, there we go. We'll just get rid of it for Body Slam right now. There we go. Byte. Get rid of Byte. Thank you. Oh, laptop about to die. There we go. Plugged in right now. TM30. There's not a TM I can use. But what is it? Teleport. Actually, couldn't Bellsprout use it? Yeah. If Bellsprout could use it, I'd be very surprised. But yeah, so like I kept trying to like record videos for those kinds of series. Again, Borderlands 3 got hit with it pretty hard, I think. There was another series that got hit. Was it Insurgents? Give me a second. I'm gonna go pull that up. I have a new way of filing videos now for storage, or more for archival kind of stuff. And I have one specifically for this kind of thing. Because I know Borderlands 3 had, I think, 2 or 3 sessions of this kind of stuff. Other than DLC videos, because Krieg wasn't really that long. Or I should say, like, the original Krieg one didn't last that long. Wait, did I not send it to storage yet? Yeah, I've been very slow at adding it to storage. Yeah, I've been slow at adding it back to storage. So that is my bad on that one. But Pokemon Essentials is where I'm really... Yeah, Pokemon Insurgents got also hit pretty... Oh, Insurgents and that are tied. Also, the two big series that are on the channel right now, Nehrum at Fate's Edge and Pokemon Insurgents, there was actually no plan for both of them to end on the same, like, part number, pretty much. Like, that just sort of happened on its own. Like, when I ended up going through, like, the videos kind of thing, you know, naming them into the normal part numbers, at least so that I know what part number it is, I ended up going back and looking into the, like, the part numbers, and I went, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you look at the session numbers, because I can actually legitimately do that, like, if I look at the Nehrum session numbers, I have 16 here. I have 16 sessions in here. And if I go to Pokemon Insurgents, wherever that may be, there it is. I gotta wait for it to load. There we go. There are 22 sessions for it. And that is insane at the level of difference between the two of them. And this is mainly because of the fact that Nehrum has had longer session totals for the total number of videos for each. I should know. Nehrum is the only series that has taken the crown, literally the crown, to the longest recording session on this channel. With 5 hours. And I think the game only crashed maybe 3-4 times, I think, during that entire portion. So I'm actually very surprised that it even, like, not that it lasted that long, but that I am surprised that it even recorded for 5 hours. What session number was it actually? That is something I'm actually quite curious about. Because I know later on... Okay, session 13. Okay, so right before it was done then, for the most part. So right after that session, I kind of just went and took a look at the main quest sort of numbers kind of thing. And I ended up finding out that I was pretty close to finishing the game, and I went, you know what, since we're there, might as well finish the game. So I kind of just... I don't want to say speed run, because I definitely could have done it much faster than that. But I ended up trying to go as fast as possible, trying to finish it off, because I wanted Nehrum to be done and over with. I got sick and tired. This is the weird thing about Nehrum. In case you don't know, like behind the scenes kind of thing, I got sick and tired of recording Nehrum, so every time I needed to record Nehrum, I'm like, oh, I need Nehrum. And it's sad, because at first, I was so happy to play Nehrum, because Nehrum was that one mod in which I knew that none of my older PCs kind of thing could even play it. So as soon as I realized that this computer can actually play it, I was like, yes. And then as soon as I tested around to see if I can even record Nehrum, and I could, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm recording Nehrum as the first video, pretty much. Or as the first couple of kind of like videos kind of thing, or it was at least the first like Oblivion like game that I was recording. And I ended up liking that to an extent. Then when it kept on crashing, yeah, I still haven't done that yet. I still need to finish that. That might not even be done this year, because we're getting very close to it, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So there was something very special I wanted to do to commemorate the 1 year sort of anniversary of the channel. I might postpone it to next year, or do a different sort of celebration with it. I don't know yet. But I kind of want to do a different one now. What I might end up doing is I'm going to probably end up releasing... Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might release a file. I say file. Actually, I'm going to need this to be plugged in so I can actually see if I actually did all of them yet. I've been lazy on it, and I probably haven't been doing it as often as I should. I'm sorry if you heard it actually plug in. No, I want to open a new window. There we go. So, I've finally been able to make my own mod mostly standalone. It still requires a few things from the base game of Oblivion, but this actually makes it much easier for me to actually move it from Oblivion to Nehrum as quickly as possible. Because how I actually got my armor to work is that there isn't any workaround with construction set. As much as I would have loved to have done that, there is no workaround for a construction set to work with Nehrum as the ESM rather than Oblivion. So what you actually have to do is you have to use a separate program. I forget what it was called. I have it on here. It is known as the TS4 Gecko. You require Java, I think, in order for it to run. Yeah, it looks like you need Java for it to run. And you need to change the .esm requirement for your mod to require Nehrum instead. Now, I originally did this with not the mod that we ended up using, but with a different one. With the one that I'm currently using for Oblivion, I just changed the .esm to Nehrum. There was a few issues in there. I don't remember what exactly happened, but something broke in it where it wasn't doing a few of the spells for some odd reason. So I decided ultimately to create a brand new one and then just slowly build it up there. I gave myself 2 hours to rebuild a portion of my mod. It took me 3 or 4 hours to do it. And of course, I think the first couple steps, or the first couple times, I knew there was a little bit of mistakes here and there. I rushed to get it done, but that was because I wanted to time myself in doing it, saying like, oh yeah, this won't take any time. I'm just copying like a data from one mod to another. There should be like little to no issues with that, and I mistakenly added items version, or it wasn't removing items where I should or something along those lines. And then the one script in which that broke, which shouldn't have, was that it kept adding 3 weapons, or it kept adding 3 blades or something like that to the mod, or to your character, which was weird because it shouldn't have done that, because I set it to 1, not 3. I literally double and triple checked it, and it should have worked, but it didn't. So I went, okay, whatever, it's fine. I just won't use the other 2. So yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, I'll have to double check the mod, but I think I've been trying to throw it off as much as possible. Yeah, there's a 1 work in progress one, I think, that's still being worked on, but I might just scrap it in favor of a couple of different ones. Oh yeah, that's right, that's that one. Never mind. I got really confused on one script on here. So on my one like standalone version, I have a folder specifically for scripts that were a part of the mod, and I might just release it because I don't. Because for one thing, I do not have permissions from any of the people that I've taken these meshes and textures for to pretty much add these extra functionalities kind of thing. I know I took a few things from like other mods, sort of put them in mine, although I'm not claiming that, you know, I created those meshes and textures, because I didn't.